How to be valued without saying a single word. Stoicism, Stoic mindset. Welcome to Stoic Keys. In today's video, we'll explore how to be valued without saying a single word by embracing Stoic principles and the Stoic mindset. We'll cover key lessons on understanding our worth, setting boundaries, practicing self-worth, evaluating actions, focusing on what we can control, and living by our values. These timeless Stoic teachings can help us cultivate inner strength, build meaningful relationships, and find true fulfillment. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the wisdom of Stoicism to enhance our daily lives and personal growth. Content 1. Understanding our worth through Stoicism. In a world where noise often drowns out depth, understanding our worth without relying on words can be a powerful skill. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, provides timeless wisdom on this subject. According to the Stoics, actions speak louder than words, and true courage lies in deeds, not just speech. This principle encourages us to demonstrate our value through our actions and integrity. The first step in understanding our worth is to carry ourselves with dignity and integrity. This means being true to ourselves and our values in everything we do. It's not about boasting or trying to impress others with grand gestures or fancy words. Instead, it's about living in a way that aligns with our principles and beliefs. Treating ourselves with respect sets the standard for how others will treat us. If we value ourselves and our time, others are more likely to do the same. Self-respect is not just about our thoughts, but also our actions, especially in challenging situations. Do we stand firm, or do we crumble under pressure? Our reactions and choices in difficult times reveal our true worth. Living with dignity involves making choices that reflect our true selves, even when it's difficult. It's about choosing actions that are in line with our values, rather than taking the easy way out. When faced with a moral dilemma at work, do we choose to stay silent or speak up for what is right? Our decision in such moments speaks volumes about our character and worth. The Stoic mindset teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions. By doing so, we can maintain our self-respect and dignity regardless of external circumstances. This inner strength is what truly defines our worth. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Incorporating these Stoic principles into our daily lives helps us understand and demonstrate our worth without saying a word. By living with integrity, treating ourselves with respect, and focusing on our actions, we can show our true value. This approach not only enhances our self-esteem, but also influences how others perceive and treat us. So, how do you plan to carry yourself with dignity and integrity today? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn and grow together as we embrace the Stoic mindset in our journey of self-worth. Content 2. Setting boundaries. Setting and upholding boundaries is a crucial aspect of self-respect and understanding our worth. It's about knowing what is acceptable to us and what isn't, and having the courage to enforce these limits. When we set boundaries, we communicate our values and needs to others without uttering a single word. Boundaries are essential for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. They help us protect our time, energy, and personal space. Saying no is a vital part of setting boundaries. It can be challenging, especially when we want to please others, but it's necessary for maintaining our self-respect. When we say no to things that don't align with our values or overextend us, we're prioritizing our well-being. This act of self-care sends a strong message about our worth and what we stand for. One effective way to set boundaries is by being clear and consistent with our actions. If we consistently uphold our boundaries, others will understand and respect them. For example, if we set a boundary that we don't answer work emails after 6 p.m., we need to stick to it. Over time, others will learn to respect this boundary. It's also important to be assertive when setting boundaries. Assertiveness is not about being aggressive. It's about confidently expressing our needs and rights. By being assertive, we show that we respect ourselves and expect the same from others. This can significantly enhance our relationships and interactions with others. Asking open-ended questions can also help in setting boundaries. How do you handle setting boundaries in your daily life? This invites others to share their experiences and strategies, fostering a supportive community where we can learn from each other. So, how do you handle setting boundaries in your daily life? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. Let's support each other in maintaining our self-respect and understanding our worth through the Stoic mindset. Content 3. Practicing self-worth. Understanding and practicing self-worth is a fundamental lesson in Stoicism. According to Stoic philosophy, our self-esteem should come from within, not from external validation. This principle is crucial in a world where social media and societal expectations often dictate our sense of worth. Recognizing our unique value is the first step in practicing self-worth. Like a precious gemstone, our worth doesn't diminish because someone else fails to see it. We need to understand and appreciate our unique qualities, strengths, and contributions. This self-awareness forms the foundation of our self-esteem and confidence. The Stoic mindset emphasizes focusing on what we can control. We cannot control others' opinions or actions, but we can control how we perceive ourselves and react to situations. By maintaining a positive self-view and focusing on our actions and integrity, we reinforce our self-worth. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Treating ourselves with kindness and respect is another crucial aspect of practicing self-worth. This involves self-care, setting boundaries, and being compassionate towards ourselves, especially when we make mistakes. It's about understanding that we are worthy of love and respect just as we are. Our self-worth is also reflected in how we handle challenges and setbacks. Stoicism teaches us to see obstacles as opportunities for growth. When we face difficulties with resilience and a positive attitude, we demonstrate our inner strength and self-worth. This perspective not only boosts our confidence, but also influences how others perceive and treat us. Incorporating these Stoic principles into our lives helps us practice self-worth effectively. By focusing on what we can control, treating ourselves with respect, and maintaining a positive outlook, we reinforce our sense of worth. This approach not only enhances our self-esteem, but also sets a strong foundation for meaningful and respectful relationships. Living with a strong sense of self-worth is a continuous journey. It requires constant self-reflection, growth, and practice. By embracing the Stoic mindset, we can cultivate a deep and unwavering sense of self-worth that doesn't rely on external validation. How do you practice self-worth in your daily life? Share your tips and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and strengthen our self-worth together. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these Stoic principles, leave a quick comment below. Living Stoic. Your feedback helps us create more meaningful content for you. Stay grounded and see you in the next video. Content 4. Evaluating actions, not words. One of the core principles of Stoicism is to evaluate people based on their actions rather than their words. In today's world, where charming words and empty promises are common, this principle can help us build authentic and meaningful relationships. Stoicism teaches us to be rational and observant, not swayed by emotions or persuasive words. When we focus on actions, we can discern the true character and intentions of others. This approach protects us from potential disappointments and helps us make informed decisions about who to let into our lives. This principle also applies to how we present ourselves. Instead of making grand statements about our values and intentions, we should demonstrate them through our actions. This authenticity builds trust and respect in our relationships. As Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Practicing this principle requires mindfulness and discernment. We need to pay attention to both our actions and those of others. This involves being present and aware of our surroundings, interactions, and experiences. By doing so, we can respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Incorporating this Stoic principle into our lives can significantly improve our relationships and interactions. By evaluating actions and staying true to our values, we can build trust, respect, and authenticity in our connections. This approach not only protects us from potential harm, but also fosters deeper and more meaningful relationships. Living by this principle helps us navigate the complexities of modern relationships with wisdom and clarity. It empowers us to make choices that align with our values and well-being. Content 5. Focusing on what you can control. A central tenet of Stoicism is focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. This principle is particularly relevant in relationships where many factors are beyond our control. By embracing this Stoic mindset, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoic mindset teaches us to accept reality as it is, rather than wishing for it to be different. This acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It's about recognizing the limits of our control and focusing our energy on what we can influence. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Practicing this principle requires mindfulness and self-awareness. We need to regularly reflect on our thoughts and actions, ensuring they align with our values and what we can control. This self-discipline helps us stay grounded and resilient, even when faced with adversity. By focusing on what we can control, we can also improve our relationships. This approach encourages us to communicate our needs and boundaries clearly, without trying to change others. It fosters mutual respect and understanding, creating a healthier dynamic. Incorporating this Stoic principle into our lives can significantly enhance our emotional well-being and relationships. It helps us stay focused on our growth and values, rather than getting entangled in things beyond our control. This perspective not only brings inner peace, but also strengthens our connections with others. Living with this Stoic mindset allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. It empowers us to take control of our reactions and actions, leading to more fulfilling and authentic relationships. How do you focus on what you can control in your daily life? Share your strategies and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other in embracing the Stoic mindset. Content 6. Practicing unconditional love and forgiveness. Unconditional love and forgiveness are profound lessons in Stoicism. It means accepting others as they are, with all their flaws and imperfections. It's about offering support and understanding, even when it's challenging. This kind of love creates a safe space for growth and authenticity in relationships. As Seneca said, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Taking a moment to pause and reflect helps us respond with compassion and understanding. Forgiveness is equally important. It's not about condoning harmful behavior, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. Forgiveness allows us to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. It opens the door to healing and reconciliation, both for ourselves and others. Practicing unconditional love and forgiveness requires a deep sense of empathy and compassion. We need to see beyond our own hurt and recognize the humanity in others. This perspective helps us build connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Living with unconditional love and forgiveness is a continuous journey. It requires constant self-reflection, empathy, and practice. By embracing these Stoic values, we can cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections with ourselves and others. How do you practice unconditional love and forgiveness in your relationships? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and build stronger connections together. Content 7. Practicing healthy skepticism and detachment. Healthy skepticism and detachment are valuable principles in Stoicism that help us navigate relationships with wisdom and clarity. These concepts teach us to see things as they are, rather than as we wish them to be, and to maintain emotional balance in our interactions. Healthy skepticism involves evaluating people's actions and intentions critically. It's about being cautious and mindful, not cynical or distrustful. By observing how people behave, especially in challenging situations, we can discern their true character. This approach helps us build relationships based on authenticity and trust. Practicing detachment involves accepting reality as it is and focusing on our actions and reactions. When faced with difficult situations or relationships, detachment helps us stay composed and make rational decisions. This inner calm allows us to navigate conflicts and challenges with grace. By practicing these Stoic principles, we can build more authentic and meaningful relationships. Healthy skepticism protects us from potential disappointments, while detachment helps us maintain emotional balance. Together, these approaches foster deeper connections and enhance our emotional well-being. Living with a Stoic mindset allows us to approach relationships with clarity and wisdom. It empowers us to make informed decisions and maintain our composure, leading to more fulfilling and authentic connections. Content 8. Letting others invest in you. Recognizing our worth and allowing others to invest in us is a powerful aspect of building meaningful relationships. Allowing others to invest in us means acknowledging our own value and giving others the opportunity to contribute to our lives. It's about building relationships based on mutual respect and appreciation. When someone puts effort and care into our lives, it strengthens the bond and creates a deeper connection. This principle also involves being open to receiving help and support. It requires a certain level of vulnerability and trust. By letting others invest in us, we show that we value their contributions and see them as valuable parts of our lives. The Stoic mindset teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and attitudes. By maintaining our self-respect and allowing others to invest in us, we create a balanced dynamic in our relationships. This approach fosters mutual growth and strengthens our connections. Living by this principle also means being selective about who we allow into our lives. It's important to choose people who respect and appreciate us for who we are. By surrounding ourselves with positive influences, we enhance our well-being and create a supportive environment. Living with this Stoic mindset allows us to build relationships based on mutual respect and appreciation. It empowers us to create a supportive and positive environment, leading to more fulfilling and authentic connections. How do you allow others to invest in you? Share your experiences and strategies in the comments below. Let's support each other in embracing the Stoic mindset. Content 9. Setting boundaries in relationships. Setting boundaries is a fundamental aspect of self-respect and understanding our worth in relationships. It involves knowing what is acceptable to us and having the courage to enforce these limits. When we set boundaries, we communicate our values and needs to others without uttering a single word. Boundaries are essential for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. They help us protect our time, energy, and personal space. For instance, if someone frequently interrupts our work, setting a boundary could involve clearly communicating that we need uninterrupted time to focus. This action shows that we value our work and time, prompting others to respect it as well. Saying no is a vital part of setting boundaries. It can be challenging, especially when we want to please others, but it's necessary for maintaining our self-respect. When we say no to things that don't align with our values or overextend us, we are prioritizing our well-being. This act of self-care sends a strong message about our worth and what we stand for. One effective way to set boundaries is by being clear and consistent with our actions. If we consistently uphold our boundaries, others will understand and respect them. For example, if we set a boundary that we don't answer work emails after 6 p.m., we need to stick to it. Over time, others will learn to respect this boundary. It's also important to be assertive when setting boundaries. Assertiveness is not about being aggressive. It's about confidently expressing our needs and rights. By being assertive, we show that we respect ourselves and expect the same from others. This can significantly enhance our relationships and interactions with others. Asking open-ended questions can also help in setting boundaries. For example, how do you handle setting boundaries in your daily life? This invites others to share their experiences and strategies, fostering a supportive community where we can learn from each other. How do you handle setting boundaries in your daily life? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. Let's support each other in maintaining our self-respect and understanding our worth through the Stoic mindset. If you found these Stoic principles helpful in understanding your worth and building meaningful relationships, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. I will focus on what I can control. Your experiences can inspire others. Thanks for watching and stay stoic. Content 10. Living by values. Living by our values is a fundamental principle in Stoicism that significantly impacts our relationships. This approach involves ensuring our actions and decisions reflect our core beliefs and principles. By living authentically, we build trust and respect in our connections with others. Values such as honesty, integrity, and respect are the foundation of strong relationships. When we consistently act in accordance with these values, we create an environment of mutual trust and understanding. This authenticity not only strengthens our bonds, but also enhances our self-respect. Living by our values also helps us navigate conflicts and challenges in relationships. When faced with difficult situations, our values can guide us to make ethical and respectful decisions. This approach fosters healthy communication and problem-solving, strengthening our relationships. Incorporating these values into our daily lives requires mindfulness and self-discipline. We need to regularly reflect on our actions and ensure they align with our principles. This self-awareness helps us stay grounded and true to ourselves, even in challenging circumstances. By living authentically and consistently with our values, we build deeper and more meaningful relationships. This approach not only enhances our self-esteem, but also sets a strong foundation for trust and respect. It empowers us to create connections based on mutual understanding and shared principles. Let's share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other in living authentically and building meaningful connections. Thank you for watching today's video on Stoic Keys. I hope these Stoic principles inspire you to live with greater self-respect, integrity, and authenticity. By applying these teachings, we can enhance our personal growth and happiness, creating a more fulfilling life. How do you plan to incorporate these Stoic principles into your daily routine? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living a Stoic life. Let's continue this journey together, embracing the Stoic mindset to unlock our true potential.